back with the Vegan Legend here. It is story time, of course. Let's start probably from the beginning. It started June 1st, 1994, approximately 8:40 a.m. The Vegan Legend was born. Such a great day for everyone in the world. I just know it. But let's go ahead to baby stages of where I, found something was a little different with me. That I didn't actually find out until junior year in high school, but my parents found out before I did. And as I was growing up, as a baby, I was pretty much slow at almost everything. Getting my first tooth, my first word, my first steps, all that stuff. So in, I believe, kindergarten or preschool, something like that, my parents decided to have me test it, and they found out that I was 10 points from being mentally retarded or some other form of something, and that I had a form of dyslexia, which is a learning disability, and that sometimes it does take me longer to learn something or get something down, but it just never stopped me from doing what I want to do. But since the day that my mom was told that, she promised herself to never tell any of her kids that they couldn't do anything. So I was always growing up with the fact that I could do anything. My mom, if any of us, me or any of my brothers, came up to her and asked her if we could do this, that, or the other, or even like one of my brothers asked her if he can go fly, my mom was like, "Go fly, yes. And when you figure out how to go fly, when you figure out how to fly, come back and show me so I can do it." But that's what my mom did after, she found out, that about me. But I'm pretty glad that I did have that, because otherwise I don't know if I'd have the mentality I do today. My mentality is just that way, that I can do everything possible in this whole entire world. Even if it seems impossible for some people, I still believe it's possible. No matter what it is, I believe that it's possible. And growing up with that, it was good for me that I always had, positive thoughts going through my head all the time, that I could do anything. Fast forward to 4th grade, when I first started my actual journey of wrestling. I started in 4th grade after my brother completed his wrestling season. I decided that I wanted to wrestle during freestyle and Greco season, which is the Olympic styles wrestling. Lucky me, I was a 120-pound chubby 4th grader that went into freestyle practice, and the biggest guys that could wrestle me, or the only guys that could wrestle me, were the coaches. 3 coaches that were heavyweights. But it was great to have. I was just, that kid that just came in for just to try it. And, some of the coaches and my parents were like, "Let's see how long you last," and all that stuff. And since day one, I just fell in love with the sport, and I just kept going back and back and back to wrestling practice, getting my butt kicked by 3 heavyweights. But I'm completely glad I got my butt kicked. I didn't care if I got my butt kicked. I just loved getting out there and wrestling. My whole first year of wrestling, I didn't win a single match. My first actual wrestling match that I wrestled at a tournament was against a girl. I lost twice to her, and she took first and I took second. That was the only girl, or only person in my bracket, and she beat me. Yeah, she beat me. The Vegan Legend lost to a girl. But that whole year was a learning year. Got my whole butt kicked. And then, I just started to develop more and more as a wrestler, and started winning. 5th grade came, I won more. 6th grade came, I won more. And then after I was done with my 6th grade year of wrestling, I was at a banquet, and I remember one of my coaches saying that we've never had an Olympic champion from this club team. And from that day forward, I was 12 years old at that time, and from that day forward, I had the dream, the goal of being the first Olympic wrestler from that club that wins an Olympic gold medal. And since that day, I've been training harder than ever to obtain that gold. That's all I've been training for. These many years. I'm 21 right now, and I was 12 when I first made that goal. But since I made that goal, I've been able to achieve a lot more and go after a lot more than what most kids probably have. I've gone through high school, junior high, and all that stuff, just winning a lot of matches because it was my mentality. I want to win. I want to win the gold. And I wasn't going to be satisfied until I got the Olympic gold. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still training. I went all the way through middle school. I only lost a couple of matches throughout the whole entire middle school years of mine. And then through high school, I've won countless medals from sub-regionals, regionals, state tournaments. I've even been a state placer, a state champ, a national qualifier. I've wrestled at nationals. Done all those things in high school, and then I went to college and I became an academic All-American, which was nice, but I didn't really wrestle up to my potential because I just wasn't there yet. So I was learning some more because once you hit college, it's a different level, but now I'm just, for going collegiate and going straight to international wrestling, which is Greco-Roman freestyle wrestling. And that is exactly what I'm going for now. I spent 2 years at Highline Community College. I spent 2 years there wrestling and going through school. And now it's December of 2015, and I go back to Northern Michigan University for the U.S. Olympic training site for Greco-Roman wrestling on January 10th of 2016 to go after that gold medal that I want. And so far, that is my story. It is not finished. It will not be finished until I obtain that gold. Then this story is finished, and then on to my next story and other goals that I will have. Vegan Legend is out.